Are you doing any selling today? Are you spooked by these headlines?
No, Sarah, we're not. I mean, I think, and happy Thanksgiving, post-Thanksgiving, by the way. We have a hedge in place, as you know. We've talked about that in the past before. But we also know that seasonally, this week is usually pretty choppy. Today, it seems the computers, the algos are in charge, and there's very little liquidity in the market. So what we're paying attention to is how does it look early next week? And we would not be sellers. In this environment, we would actually be buyers because we do think that the overall macro story is still intact. We got a slew of economic numbers this month, some pretty mixed in terms of the consumer. But we do think that corporate CapEx is going to be a shining light next year, and the consumer will return, we believe. I mean, the consumer numbers were, after inflation, up about 0.7%, a little bit below recent trends, but still robust. And those are the things we're paying attention to in our portfolios.
Robert, we now have the S&P 500 with this little bounce off the lows today, still down a little less than 3% from a record high. So I guess you can look at that as, just another dip that we've seen along the way, or potentially a sign that the market is not sticking to what's supposed to be this sort of seasonal script of stronger prices throughout the end of the year. Is it driven you to reassess or change your posture at all here in terms of what types of stocks you like or how much you want to be exposed to the market?
Thanks, Mike. Great to be back. No, in simple terms, no. We would be looking at a shopping list of names. The market, as you mentioned, was down 3. Whether it goes down 5 or a little bit more would not impact our decisions at this time. We had a variety of good news this week, some for the consumer with spending numbers higher and also for income. And you're starting to see an inventory rebuild, and you're starting to see better cap goods numbers. And even on the wealth front, home prices were higher, home sales were better, and the like. And so while we have an issue with inflation, we still have the Federal Reserve and Chairman Jay Powell is still at the helm, and that's going to allow us to address the situation. We're comfortable with the market where it stands now, and we would think the seasonal pattern would hold for the rest of 21.